Hi Aries, welcome back in for your bonus energy check-in for the week of May the 18th to the 25th. And I already feel the fire building. This is not just any week, it's really a week of shifts. Things will be moving, and you're right in the center of this transformation. And welcome all in. It's Manda here. Do go ahead and hit that like button, do an energy exchange. I'd really appreciate it, and perhaps let me know what time are you popping in to watch this video. Right, so let's talk also about what's happening in the skies, because first of all, Aries placements, especially if you to your sun, is really lit up, right? On the 25th of May, Saturn enters Aries, and this is really huge. You are stepping into a whole new chapter of self-mastery. Saturn is the teacher who shows up with tough love. But when it enters your sign, it's saying it's time, you've graduated from surviving. Now it's time to build something real with what you've learned. This really means structure, a long-term vision, and taking full responsibility for your power. No more playing small. You've got fire and the blueprint now. And just before that, around the 20th, the sun moves into Gemini, lighting up your mind, and ideas will start firing off, right, coming through. You may feel pulled in a few directions, but just remember to stay grounded, because that's going to be the key, because also Mercury is also going to be doing a wild dance this week. All right, this also came out for the Pisces Aries cusps. Nothing is wasted, vulture spirit. Interesting. Okay, so if you are a Pisces Aries cusp and you're feeling pulled to that video, or you're feeling the energy of Pisces and Aries, go definitely check it out. And on the 24th of May, Mercury is going to conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and that sudden insight that you'll be getting, perhaps surprise messages and a breakthrough in thinking, all right, especially around money, values, how you speak up for yourself. Some of you are going to be having a light bulb moment that changes your whole approach to your worth, your voice, as well as your income. You might finally see a different way to do something where you've been stuck on. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. 47, so 63, which is 9, and 47, which breaks down to 11. So you 9s and 11s could really be significant to you. Let me know in the comments. Right, now also, while we're pulling out some tarot to see what messages Spirit has for you, looking deeper into also what's happening further this week, we're also going to have the Sun connecting with Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto around throughout this week. Okay. And I have to say, Aries, this feels like a spiritual boot camp meets glow up season. You've probably been shown what's real, or will be shown what's real, what's illusion, what needs to transform, but you're not doing this all alone, because I feel that Spirit is with you, guiding your steps, even if things are going to feel a little bit uncertain at this time. All right, and let's not forget that Chiron is still also in your sign, along with Neptune moving through Aries too. So your healing is not just personal, right? It's like generational. Your courage to rise, to feel, to lead, and to still believe in yourself after everything, that's activating your purpose. You're not here to just fight. You're here to lead with wisdom. Temperance. 8 of Cups. the moon. Make sure that it's all in. And then we also have the Fool. All right. Now, before we get into these cards that is coming out this week, I want you to think about, and also I feel this week is about recognizing the difference between force and power, between action and alignment. You don't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. You're not who you were 2 years ago, or even perhaps 2 months ago. So if old patterns start knocking, especially around control, fear, or rushing the process, just pause for a moment, breathe, and look again. Because I feel the path ahead is yours, but it's asking you for the real you to walk in, all right, to heal you, the present you, the you that knows fire can burn, but it can also create, all right? So let's dive into these cards. Okay, 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands. Wow, okay. Let's get a few more out here for you, for the Aries babies. Did you hit the like button? I'd really, truly appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Some energy exchange. This Nine of Cups really want to come through with this Ace of Cups. Okay, let's just see here if there's anything else. Okay, Spirit says let's talk about these cards and then dive deeper. All right, I have some serious powerful messages coming through here. Let's start with Vulture Spirit. That also came out in the Pisces Aries Cusp video. If you want to check that out, a Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted, right? This is really powerful messages coming through. Now, the message I'm getting through here for you here on this video, this is a strong reminder that every lesson, every detour, every moment where you felt you lost time or energy, it's all had a purpose, right? There is nothing scarce in the mess, right? Something useful in the parts that there's something useful in the parts that you've wanted to forget. Spirit's also telling you don't discard the past, reclaim it. There are gifts there. Okay, so there's a little something similar that came through in the Pisces Aries Crossbow. Don't check it out. Perhaps putting it together will provide you with clarity on something or bring the whole message together, right? And remember, we are in the year 963, breaks down to 9. So 63 could be significant, the number, or perhaps number 63, or even the number 9 could be significant. All right. Now, let's have a look here at Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. Now, this one coming through right now is really loud, especially with all that Mercury-Uranus energy that is like really stirring, right? You've been asked to think smart, not just fast, right? Don't fall into mental loops or react out of impulse this week coming. Instead, strategize. Right, Pig Spirit here is really clever, right? It doesn't waste words or ideas. So if you've been dreaming of something big, this is your call to plan and not to panic. Let me know in the comments if vultures or pigs mean anything to you, or perhaps the number 11 ones mean anything to you. Now, the next, looking at the tarot cards coming through here from Spirit, we've got Temperance here, the 8 of Cups, the Moon, and the Fool that came out together. Okay, so Aries, this is really big. I feel that you're standing in a spiritual threshold here. Temperance is showing me that you've been learning to balance your extremes, your fire and your calm. You doing your doing and also your being. All right. Now, with the Eight of Cups next to it, I see you emotionally detaching from something that once felt familiar, but it no longer feeds your soul. All right. I feel that you're going to be walking away from something, not because you failed, but because you've grown. Now, the moon also with the Fool here together, this is both like mystery and magic that's coming through. You may not see the full picture also ahead, but you're being called to leap. This is about trusting your inner voice over the outside noise. The moon may stir doubt, but the Fool says, take that leap, take that step anyway. A spirit definitely has your back. Okay. Five of Swords and the Five of Wands next to each other. Double fives could really mean something. Five to you. Fives is about change. And change doesn't always mean bad things. Sometimes it can be positive. All right. I mean, we need to adapt to change too, right? And I feel here with the two cards coming through together, maybe some of you are feeling mentally exhausted right now, maybe even a bit caught in comparison traps or conflict with others. But here's what's coming through. Not all battles are yours to fight, all right? You need to choose peace over proving. Everyone is also, you got to remember that everybody is in their own struggle, right? But you don't have to join every energetic tug of war. Walk away from drama with your head held high, all right? Sometimes you don't need to engage in the drama. Now, with the Nine of Cups and this Ace of Cups coming through here, I love this. It's a real beautiful shift that's happening. I just want to make sure the camera is showing everything here. Okay. I feel, Aries, that you're going to be stepping into a timeline of emotional fulfillment, and I feel perhaps it could be new love. It could be a new love offer. And it doesn't have to be a romantic love. This is like deep self-love, a creative flow, a spiritual renewal. I mean, perhaps it is a new love coming in. I mean, everybody's story is different. And something you've longed for or wished for, all right? Something that you've a long time wished for, I feel is going to be aligning. It might even come in a way that you didn't expect, but it's coming. And Spirit's just saying, stay open, say yes to joy, and say yes to you, all right? So I want to pull a few more cards. I feel that there's more messages coming through here for you, Aries. Let's see here. Something, a really fast momentum is happening, whether it's communication, a message, the Eight of Wands. Okay, the Star. Wow. Double eights could be really also significant for you. Okay, this is a few cards that's coming out here. Okay, let's talk about the Eight of Wands and the Star before we look at this. A lot of cards that want to come out. Sorry, Aries, we had to pause the video for a moment. Well, I stopped it instead of pausing. We had a slight bit of a distraction during the video, but the Spirit's not done talking yet with this Eight of Wands and the Star. Fast movement and divine hope. This tells me your energy is picking up speed after delays or emotional fog. Something is finally aligning. Communication could come in quickly, or you might suddenly feel like your path is becoming clearer. Either way, the Star is also showing healing, inspiration, and renewed faith. And Spirit's just saying, keep your heart open because it's safe now, all right? But definitely these two cards this is pure momentum and divine hope, all right? Now, that next lot of cards that came out, that's quite a bit here, the Two of Cups, and the Chariot. Wow, like really, like come on, right? Love and partnership, soul connection, forward movement here. And some of you are stepping into deeper bonds, whether it's romantic or perhaps teaming up with a business partner or someone in a creative way, all right? This is movement that's fueled by mutual respect. You've been supported not just by spirit, but by real people who see you. So if you've been praying for aligned connections, this is your sign. Now, let's have a look here at these other cards that's also here that came out. The Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. There's definitely movement this week, especially around probably midweek, where you might feel emotionally or mentally pulled in two directions, right? Maybe you're juggling too much or doubting a decision. And don't rush, don't force. Maybe also hear that the Nine of Wands here, you've been through a lot. And I mean, you probably got some scars to also carry, right? But you're also just being reminded not to juggle too much or stop doubting a decision. Don't rush, don't force. And sometimes, even here with this Four of Cups here, it just reminds you that blessings are right in front of you, but maybe your mind is too busy to notice. Just breathe, pause, feel, and let clarity rise naturally, all right? And I mean, with this Nine of Wands here, you've been through a lot and you also standing your ground as well. Let's have a quick squiz here at the bottom of the deck of further messages that might just want to come through for you. Or just to like close it out and just get the underlying message that might want to come out. So here's the King of Swords. And, well, look here, the Emperor as well. This is like a big boss energy coming through here at the bottom of the deck. You stepping into authority, Aries, and obviously clear thinking, discipline energy. No longer acting from impulse, but from inner strength and strategy. And Spirit's just saying you are being trusted with more because you've shown you can lead and not react. Whether this is work, love, or even your personal journey, you being positioned for power. Excuse me. But I feel like it's going to be a new kind of power, one that's rooted in truth, balance, and vision. I mean, you have come so far, and now you are ready to move forward with wisdom. And you're now ready, to move forward with wisdom, not just the fire, all right? So let me know, Aries, in the comments, if this message found you in the right time. Do give it a thumbs up and send some positive energy right back. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd really love to hear in the comments which part of the reading hit home for you, Aries. Let's talk about it. And remember, you are stepping into a new chapter. You writing it. And a Spirit is with you every step of the way. And remember, I will see you in the next one. Love and light.